Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I actually want to talk about the items that I have actually purchased this year, and I'm going to talk about my three best purchases and my three not so great purchases for the 2022. There are a few other purchases that were good, they're just not the best or not the worst, so I'm not going to mention those ones, but I am going to talk about the best and the worst, and I'm going to explain why they are there. So if you guys are new here, my name is Carolina. I love talking about designer items, especially designer handbags. If you like designer items or handbags and you don't mind an accent and someone speaking very fast, please consider subscribing to this channel and keep watching. So yeah guys, so as I mentioned, I'm only gonna focus on three for each category. So to start with, let's start with a positive note, and it will be this baby. Like, it will be my Chanel in the raffia material square. This is a rectangular mini. I love this bag. Honestly, like, I know it's a handbag that is not gonna be one that is gonna be my most used handbag of the year or anything like that, and it will not be like a full year-round bag, because I don't think in winter I will be using this bag. But honestly, I love this bag. I love that I added this bag in my collection, because I know it makes me really happy every time I see it, and it's a bag that I know that I will enjoy years to come, because I honestly do love the bags that are in raffia material, like more like summery style. So I know I will get a lot of use of this bag in the future ahead. So yeah, so definitely this was one of my best purchases of 2022 for sure. Now to talk about two, because I'm going to talk about two of my worst purchases, which I don't like to say worst purchases. It just didn't work for me, and I don't have them anymore with me. One of them will be my raffia bag from Prada. Even though I just said that I love summer bags, I honestly, when I first purchased the raffia bag, I was like super into it. I tried it at home, and honestly, like, I felt like the bag was too big for me, because I'm quite petite, like I'm 5'2". I felt like half of my body was always like the bag, so I thought it was way too big for me. So I did end up returning that one, and I was considering getting the smaller one on the same version. Like, I will insert the pictures here so you guys can see them. And then, like, trying to think about that one, it was just too small for what I wanted, because I didn't want like a night, but I didn't want that bag, the Prada bag, for the night. I just wanted to have it like for actually going to the beach. So one was too big, and then the one was too small. I wish there was a size in the middle, because honestly it would have been perfect. It's just they were two in the, like, yeah. So unfortunately that bag didn't work for me. I did end up returning that bag. So yeah, so sadly I don't have that bag anymore, but I did enjoy that bag. For like, I do think it's a beautiful bag. It just didn't work for me. Yeah, let's see if maybe next year they actually bring the same style but in a medium size, maybe, who knows. So yeah, so beautiful bag, it just didn't work for me, unfortunately. My next best purchase for 2022 would have to be these vintage Jimmy Choo shoes, high heels. To be honest, I love these high heels. Like, I'm obsessed with them. My husband is obsessed with them. My husband, every time that he sees them, is like, oh, they're such a beautiful shoes for you. I think they're great for you. I love the tone of the nude, because it's not really like a nude, like a soft nude. It's more like a rosy, more darker nude, which I honestly really love. So I'm very happy that I got these. So these are my second best purchase of the year. Like, they're just so beautiful, and the sparkles are just stunning. So yeah, so this is it. This is my second best purchase of the year. Now, for my second worst purchase of the year, which honestly, I don't think it was a bad bag. It's a bag. I just said it. It's a bag. I don't think it was the worst bag. Like, I honestly think it's a beautiful bag. I am still thinking about it, to be honest. I think in the moment that I got it was not the right time. So I'm talking about the Dior Bobby bag in the color Cognac. It was such a beautiful bag, such a beautiful color. The only issue with it is that the day that, like, I ordered it over the phone, and the day that it arrived to my home, I actually had a really big scare with my pregnancy. If you don't know, I'm currently pregnant, and I had a big scare with my pregnancy, which I ended up in the hospital. And I know this is too much information. I don't know if this is okay with you guys to hear this, but I ended up in the hospital. So I do remember that day, like the box arriving. I, of course, didn't even get to open it that day, because I ended up in the hospital, as I mentioned. And after that scared, well, they asked me to stay at home, just resting, pretty much bed rest, home rest. So I did that. that news did kind of like hurt me like a little bit. I was a little bit very like, I think I was getting into depression, to be quite honest, and I didn't get to like, I honestly like I kept seeing the box there that it arrived, completely sealed still, and I didn't even want to open it because I was just, it was not a good moment. It was not a good mental position for me to open that bag and be happy for something material when I was just going through a scare with my pregnancy. So I couldn't like really, yeah, I couldn't really like enjoy it. And then once like I was like, okay, you know what, like time is passing. If I do not like the bag, I actually do need to return it. So I did end up unboxing it, and I actually unboxed it here in YouTube. I was trying to be like, you know what, life continues. I was trying to stay positive and try to move on. And I decided to do the unboxing with you guys. I did really like the bag. It was beautiful, but honestly, every time I looked at the bag, it was just reminding me of the day that I ended up in the hospital. So it was associated with a bad memory. So unfortunately for that reason is that bag didn't make it, like it's not with me. I did end up returning it. Like every time I saw it, I was just like, no. Plus I couldn't even go out, so like I was at home, so I was just with a brand new bag that is a lot of money, that was just gonna be sitting in my closet because I was not gonna be able to enjoy it anytime soon. So I did end up returning the bag. Again, nothing wrong with the bag, really beautiful bag, but unfortunately it got associated with a bad memory. So that didn't let me move on. So yeah, so I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if it has happened to you guys, but yeah, I just wanted to move on from that and just send it back and be like, you know what, let's just focus. And yep, so that was it. So that's number 2 of the least used, like the worst purchases of 2022. So now I'm actually gonna say my third worst purchase, because I honestly want to end up with a good note. So this one is actually a twilly that I got in Greece. It's a beautiful one. Like it's not that it was a bad purchase. It's beautiful. I love that actually it says Mykonos, because it's from the Riviera collection and it says Mykonos. So I brought it like as a souvenir when we were in Greece. I thought it was a beautiful twilly. I know by the fact that I don't use twillies, and I honestly I love looking at twillies. I just don't know how to wear them. I honestly don't know how to wear them, but I think they're so beautiful, and I honestly do think like with the with the print in the front, like I don't even want to try to say it because I know I won't be able to say it properly. And then in the back, just so simple, blue and white, and it says Christian Dior, and then Mykonos. It's a beautiful souvenir, and I'm not gonna get rid of this because it's a very special souvenir because it reminds me of our time in Greece. But I just don't use it. I haven't been able to use it. Next summer I do want to try to use it a little bit, at least a little bit. But yeah, but unfortunately because I haven't used it at all, it makes it to the worst purchases of 2023. I keep saying 2023, of 2022, unfortunately. But yeah, again, beautiful, but just not practical, let's say. And last but not least, my third best purchase is this beautiful white Chanel classic flap in the small size bag. This one was my birthday gift from my husband to me, and I honestly do love this bag. I did put in some money for it towards it, but most of it was my husband, and honestly I adore this bag. It's beautiful. Every time I see it, it's just like such a stunning bag. I look forward to using this bag for sure. So yeah, so this definitely made it to my best purchases of 2022. I've been wanting to have this bag for many years and I just couldn't have it. So yeah, so really happy that I have this bag in my collection now. So yes guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I honestly would love to read which have been your best and worst purchases for 2022, and let me know what do you guys think about, well, my stories with the ones that are no longer with me, my worst ones, and what do you think about my best ones for sure. And I would love to hear from you guys, and then yeah, I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.